morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into life. Life is happy but it's so tame. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a ride.
Savannah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Welcome to another Wednesday Wing It session. Now, it's not Wing It anymore. It's Ketch-Up. It's Ketch-Up. So, yeah, thank you very much. I see there's some people in chat already. All 5 people have punted in their thoughts inside chat. Rob Fisher kicks off by saying, hello, Mr. Birthday Boy. Thank you very much, Rob. Henry Landsberg, Hauser Kaiser, and happy birthday. The Red Gates, happy Spawn Day. I was always wondering why it's called birthday in English, but verjaarsdag in Afrikaans. Shouldn't it be geboortedag? Happy geboortedag. Probably doesn't have such a good ring to it though. Wishing you a wonderful and happy, prosperous year ahead and hope you had a kick-ass day. Cheers, meneer. Jaco Veldhuis, happy birthday, Kaiser. Hope you had an awesome day. Good evening. And Bigfoot says, this is why I wait 30 minutes before getting on a stream. Crappy music and never on time. Tienes Mulder, good day to all in chat, especially Louis. Hope you were spoiled. And Kirsten Gounder wishes me happy birthday. Nico Lubbe is there. Lord Hawkey is back in town again after his worldwide travels. He probably might as well play in the round the world in, 80 days? What is that? Passepartout and Phineas Fogg. Might be Lord Phineas Fogg from now on. So Lord Hawkey, I hope you're at home and there where you are, that you are having fun. What's up, Mr. Juice? That Mr. Juice is obviously Jaco Veldhuis. Pierre de Kok is here. Good evening. Pierre says he likes to chat. He doesn't want the show to die. He enjoys it. He says he likes my stories. Pierre, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you like my stories. Absolutely. Christian Bankies. Hello, Christian. Nice to see you in chat as well. Baie geluk Keizer met jou verjaarsdag. Thanks Pierre, much appreciated. Kevin Long is over here. Here, let's look at the greens. Die man is in. Geluk met jou verjaarsdag. Thank you very much guys. Yeah, it was a good day. It started off very nicely. When I got to school, obviously when I wake up, most of the household is still asleep. And my wife wasn't feeling too well for the past week though. She actually stayed away from work once, one of the days. She had some other stomach virus. Yeah, but she was cramping and she was number 2ing the whole time. But yeah, I felt so sorry for her. But yeah, so normally when I wake up, she just wakes up when I'm about to leave to school. So the kids obviously were asleep. They WhatsApped me happy birthday when I was at school. But when my first period started, I'm a registered teacher for the grade 12s, one of the grade 12 classes. And they put up banners in the class and balloons in the class. And they had a present filled up, a little hamper for me. And they sang, and obviously if your day starts like that, then it's going to be nice. Now, yeah, but I'm in one of those... Well, I'm basically in a position, I think Rob Fisher is also in that position, where there's not really anything which you still need at a specific age. I mean, anything which you buy is just going to be hoarding, put it that way. So yeah, so I was really spoiled with a lot of foodies. Once a year, my wife actually makes me something which I have enjoyed since I was very young. And I actually went to go and take one of them to show you what she makes me. She makes these things. Now, I don't know if you guys know what this is. These, don't tell me OBS reconnected says successfully. I don't know. Well, it says there I've got a connection. There shouldn't be any load shedding. Load shedding is only at 10 o'clock tonight. Just probably OBS. Tell me if you guys can still see me over there. I just got a message. OBS disconnected, but OBS reconnected over here. So let me know if everything's over okay. But yeah. So yeah, they gave me, I got 5-year KWV brandy, I got what Elan biltong. My kid knows I like these little chocolate round balls with the peanuts on the inside, not shortcake. It's got to be good chocolate with a peanut on the inside. I like them as well. So yeah, no. I was most certainly spoiled regarding all these good nannies. And I'm actually trying to stay away from sweets. Just to stabilize a bit though. Just to stabilize a bit. But now they gave me all this kind of sweets again. But they will have to eat it now. Most certainly. But these coconut oats clusters, these are the bomb. I dig it. I dig it big time. So yes. Question, idea for the next video. How to use temperature control on die codes. I find it complicated. I always find bloody temperature control complicated. So if any of you inside the chat is willing to appear to come on via a meeting for a half an hour and chat to people about temperature control, you are more than welcome, especially when it comes to die codes. I've only been using my daily in wattage modes. I haven't even started playing around with other settings on the daily. So yeah, so if anybody want to help out Kirshen or the like, other people that might be interested, but there's not a lot of people I know inside chat that probably got die codes, mods with die code chips inside of it. Chantal Marie says, good evening everyone in Kaiser. I hope everyone is doing well. Don't know how long I'll be watching. Got load shedding now. Always load shedding. Some clusters. Yeah, some clusters. Chantal, just let me know if you got your package. You should have received it by now. I mean, I posted it last Thursday already. So yeah, you should have received the juices and the little, what was the thing? Vaporesso Osmol 2 with some cartridges. Just let us know if it safely reached you. Rob says, all good. Thank you very much. There has been some issues with connectivity today. I actually saw a post on Facebook where they caught 3 bastards. I can't remember in which town. They caught 3 people and they had approximately 3 million rands worth of copper wire with them. So these oaks just rob left and right. Dat gaan net lekker hier by ons. Lekker. Anytime peanuts, yeah, I enjoy nuts. I'm a bit of a nut case myself. That's probably why I like nuts. Evening, Jaco Veldhuis. Your new juices look very lekker. I actually saw Jaco Veldhuis has got a new, what is it? Peanut butter banana peanut butter milkshake, I think, or something like that. Welcome Dion Danhauser. Lekker to see you inside chat here as well. Nice that you're actually off a bit early. Hopefully you're at home and not on your phone somewhere at work. Lord Hawkey, the bottles got empty as soon as it filled up. Yo, then it must be a lekker juice. Rob says, don't ask me about temperature control with die codes. Got a few die codes, March, but never done temperature control. Yeah, I don't really see the point in temperature control. I mean, yes, I don't even know if I would know the difference when somebody actually tunes in a device for me to actually vape it in temperature control. I find wattage mode more than sufficient. I find the good stuff. So in any case, but yeah, what is the big advantage of temperature control in any case then? Let us know, Kirshen, since you're a temperature control monkey nut. I will use the DNA for temperature control much easier. The wet says, bliksem copper thieves. Ja nee. Hulle is 'n skelmklomp hoender holle man. Chantal says, we'll be collecting it tomorrow. Been hectic at work with preparations. Okay, but it should definitely be at your postnet in any case. Ne? And Microsoft was down globally today. Yeah, no. We also got a notification, banana peanut butter milkshake. So I was right. And I got peach cream yogurt. There, it sounds good. Good juices, man. Mr. Michael Stroberg is inside town as well, inside chat, all the way from Sweden. If you have proper nichrome coils, it does make a difference for temperature control. But yeah, difference regarding what? Has it got to do with the consistency of the vape? Has it got to do with the flavor production, the longevity of your coils, etc.? I could never really find out what the whole point of temperature control is. But yeah, if there's a big advantage, you might start playing with it. You never know. What else did I actually want to say which I found out? There's a few new things which I actually saw. But let's just quickly show you the slideshow. There's only 3 slides which I want to show you. And the first one is this. And yeah, the Vape X meets, they're obviously continuing this year. And there's one which is coming up on March. So you've got more than enough notification for this. So if you're interested in some vape tricking and cloud blowing, then obviously there will be some decent prizes by then. And in the meantime, more people will probably donate prizes as well. So there's a big vape meet for you guys up north. You even got an entry fee over there. So yes, obviously to probably cover the rent of the building, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, check that out. And then I actually saw that there's one of the guys which have befriended me quite a while back, which is into this Damascus knives. And he actually was asked to make Damascus covers for the billet box. And I thought I might just take a photo. I mean, I saw the photos on his profile page, and I thought some of you will go, yo, ek must dik in your billet boxes, ne? Probably half of you people in chat probably have billet boxes. I think Rob's probably have 4. Ne, Rob? But yeah, I think the Damascus, he makes both the panels and he's got a Damascus drip tip. And I think he's selling it for $200 US. He actually wanted to sell a knife to me and said, listen, no. Damascus knives are beautiful, but I mean, purchasing one and getting it to South Africa, it's just going to be too much. Just too much money. Dion says, I only vape wattage, never had the urge to use temperature control. True that. How about a vape meet in Cape Town? Yeah, we need a vape meet in Cape Town, absolutely. I mean, it's a long time coming, most certainly, for sure. But I like those Damascus panels. And then I saw this little post, which is, it's called the Sith, S-I-T-H. You see it on there? Almost makes one think of the Asgard. But the reason why it makes you think of the Asgard is because it's made by Vapor Clouds, which made the Asgard. So that is all I know about that. What I also do know, it's called an RSA. So it's a rebuildable squonking atomizer. And it's got 36 holes, I think. Probably so 18 on each side. So you've got more than enough airflow adjustments, which you can do there. But yeah, nice little looking monkey nut. And I actually like the colors, which has actually been released in something different for a change. But those are basically the new stuff which I came across. I don't know if you guys know of anything new. Yeah, the vet, I can actually post you the profile page of this guy. Then you can go and check out all his good stuff. Where's that? I just want to see. He messaged me and asked me if I wanted to buy a knife from him. So I said, no, it's a bit too steep for me. But yeah, let me go and, you can go and check out his stuff. Hi, who the fig is this? Go to spam. It's not often I befriend somebody on Facebook. You really have to be somebody I know. And then what I normally do is I can check out the profile page of someone. Come now, you're going to open up. No, it will probably. There it goes. There it goes. All right. I'm going to copy and paste his profile page inside chat, and then you can go and have a look at all his goodies. It's definitely not something wrong on my side, that's for sure. It's definitely something to do with the internet itself. Nothing wrong with my settings, put it that way. So you can check that out. Contact the Knife Makers Guild in Cape Town. Your stream is dropping. Yeah, now as an regarding OBS, it actually shows perfect now. The KB is great, kilobytes per second is great, 5.5 to 6,000 the whole time, 60 frames per second consistently. The CPU is being underused, so no, it's not me, it's the internet. So there's nothing I can do about that, just nothing. I am lucky to get on your friend list, I guess. Yeah, but the thing is, it's my profile has been stolen twice already, from just befriending people. So what I normally do is I go to the profile page, and if the person does not have information about himself, or at least a couple of pages of photos, articles, or whatever, if it's just blank over there and then joined recently, never. There are really good knife makers in South Africa. There are only a few people that make Damascus steel locally. Maybe Eskom has got a hand in it, law. Just blame Eskom for dropping the stream. I actually listened to a podcast which somebody had with a high Eskom official which left years ago. And what he actually said is very scary. What is going on in Eskom is very scary. Us layman blokes sitting at home, we just think, all right, fair and well, there's a couple of power stations which are down, so they will be getting in the parts and then fix these power stations and everything will be hunky-dory. No. Do you guys realize that a couple of decades back, that Eskom actually provided power for more than half of Africa? And we also won international Eskom won international prizes for its efficiency as a company. Whereas today, look where we are now. I think Eskom is in debt of in excess of 200 billion rand. Yes. That you managed to do that in a period of 30 years, taking it from internationally renowned company to this. To this. I actually should have taken a screenshot of the photo. Another thing which I saw on Facebook what actually interested me was the Guptas. Now the Guptas have got a very big house on a very nice property in Constantia, and they are actually selling off this property now for 20 million rand. Now you might think, all right, it's not that much for a big plot with a big house, 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, swimming pool in Constantia. But if you look at the photos, remember these guys haven't been at that house for years. It's got thatched roofing. The thatched roofing has to be replaced. There's weeds everywhere. The swimming pool is brown. Now this thing is so much maintenance on this house. I think it's mental. But somebody will probably buy it. There are people with a lot of money. A lot of money. Good evening, Mr. Force. You seem to be my only blue surviving moderator, which actually is capable of joining the chats. Yep, we were number 1 in the world regarding energy generation. Look at where we are now. And the bad thing is, this guy says that we are supposed to pay, 40 cents per kilowatt hour or something like that, per whatever the energy unit which you use per hour, 40 cents. But currently we're paying 1 rand 4 cents or 1 rand 7 cents, and it is still going to increase. At certain points during the day, it actually pushes up to 1 rand 50 or something like that. But no, yeah, so I feel extremely sorry for people. I don't know how people that start off now, you go and study, you pay off your loan, maybe you're lucky and you actually got a bursary. But going into a job now, having to rent a flat, having to pay down your car, groceries, all these kind of things, and then also have to put money aside for your pension. I don't know how people do that anymore. With the prices that keep on escalating and escalating above the pay increase, the percentage pay increase which you get. It's almost like you're farming backwards the whole time. So yeah, I don't know. I just told people today when they start off, I said, listen, jy moet 'n uitkeerpolis. I don't know what's 'n uitkeerpolis in English, but that's what we did with our kids when they were born. Both me and my wife, we took out an uitkeerpolis, which means at a certain age, say 18, it pays out. And then hopefully that pays for whether they want to go overseas or whether they want to use the money for their first year at university or college or technicon or whatever. And back then, when we took this thing out, when we started paying for it, the amount which would have been paid out, which were paid out, put it that way, was 80,000 rand. Back then we thought, yeah, that's a big amount. That's a huge amount. Now we're talking about 18 years. So 18 years back, we thought this 80,000 rand is going to cover the kids. It's absolutely, the kid's going to be happy. He's going to go through university some all his years. 18 years later, that 80,000 rand almost paid for half of his first year. That's that. All the rest, we obviously had to take out a loan to keep them at university for them to finish whatever degree they're busy with. So yes, it sucks. Ons Reineke sê, wie kan ek afskop? Jy kan nog niemand afskop hier. The people are very nice. Jy moet jouself afskop want jy het vergeet ek verjaar vandag. And everyone congratulated me with my birthday except you, Force. So you might kick yourself up and then join again, eh? Just as a bit of a punishment. The wet says is ek is onskuldig. Chantel says Eskom needs 6 billion for diesel to keep the lights on for February and March. I don't know. If I was you guys, I'd move down to the Western Cape. The Western Cape at least have started, and I think it's planned for the next 4 years. In the next 4 years' time, the whole plan is that the Western Cape is going to be independent from Eskom. I don't know what the Free State, I don't know what Gauteng, I don't know what the Eastern Cape, what the Northern Cape and these oaks are doing. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Thank goodness we are in the Western Cape. Thank goodness. So yeah. So this weekend we were on. Now you guys probably want to hear vaping stuff the whole time. I'll show you some vaping stuff now. By the way, what I'm vaping on is I'm still vaping on the same things which I actually vaped on last Wednesday. And remember, it's not that the time of the show has actually changed. The time of the show will always be 7 o'clock Wednesday evening. Except if we've got that load shedding, that 6 to 8 bracket. And then I'm actually forced to do it at 8 o'clock. All right. Or just after 8. It all depends on the load shedding. But otherwise, it will always remain at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. Stage 5 is back for Green Party in Sweden closed half our nuclear plants due to environment. Now we buy power from Germany made from coal. Yes, but that's the problem, Michael, is that you these people were given a platform, and now all of a sudden it is too late. It's too late. They have been allowed too much say. too many positions, and now it's tough luck. Unfortunately, you can't get rid of these people. I wish we could get rid of more coal plants in South Africa and actually get more nuclear plants. I'm a huge fan of a nuclear plant. I think that's the more environmental friendly route to actually go as well. And it's the most efficient way of producing energy. Yes, it is dangerous, but it needs to be managed. And if it's managed, voila. You might say, but what about wind turbines? No. Wind turbines is a big detriment, is a big hindernis to the environment. You know how scared birds are of those wind turbines. And if birds are scared, which means you lose a pollinator, you lose a seed spreader, and that's a problem. So they actually wanted to erect a lot of these wind turbines here in the Western Cape, here at the Cape Point. And luckily it's a nature conservation area. So I said, no, you won't put them up over here. Water is great, but the water we have is the ocean, and the ocean corrodes. So these oaks, there are engineers, students that keep on trying to find out different ways to actually get the ocean to generate electricity. So that's not viable either. Panels, you can put up fucking panels everywhere, but the amount of energy generated from panels doesn't come close to the amount of energy generated by coal. And yeah, obviously it's environmental friendly, but you need the sun, and the sun always doesn't shine. And your other problem is you have to replace these things. So now you have to switch your panels every few years, not few years, probably 15 years, 10, 15 years. Your batteries you have to switch every 8 to 10 years, depending on the type of battery which you have. And where do you think those batteries go? So that is not also necessarily the answer. So yes, it is a conundrum of sorts. A conundrum, I tell you. So yes, Christian Gounder says endowment policy. Christian Bainkies, al wat ek haat is muskiete. Here, I hate muskiete. Papa lala. Now you guys who know the Western Cape, if you drive from Cape Town to a coastal place called Hermanus, you obviously have to pass through a town called Grabouw. So any of you and the guys who know Grabouw would know if you continue on the N2 past Grabouw, you'll find a settlement which has actually enrooted themselves on the mountain, but they have become huge. There's shops now, there's roads there, etc., etc. And that's where the Eastern Cape, somebody told me every month the Eastern Cape brings ANC supporters and drops them off over there, and these oaks just park. Obviously, the Eastern, I don't know who's going to stay and be left in the Eastern Cape, but I've noticed that, but that's a long time ago, I noticed that if you drive further on in the same road, past the Apple factory, and then there were also on the hills settlements starting. These guys almost started claiming properties apart from one another, but obviously with the idea is that more little houses get made in between. So luckily the High Court decided it's not going to happen. But because those guys have settled on that ground for a long enough time, they are allowed to stay there. I think it's about 50 houses scattered all over one of these hills. But the High Court said they put up a boom. Nobody's allowed to go in with any building materials. There's a guard in front over there. And there's also no one is allowed to install sanitation. No one is allowed to install water facilities, electricity, or whatever the case may be. If those oaks want to pluck over there, dan moet hulle sien kom klaar. And I think one summer, in one of these little houses, they're going to decide, no, this is too warm. So no, it's true. Michael says the world has gone crazy. It has. I can just shake my head. I just can't shake my head. There's a guy which I follow on YouTube. There's quite a few people which I follow on YouTube, but they're normally guys which all are against these people going bossies. All these social media justice warriors, these woke supporters and all these guys. And one of them is called Leon Lush. So go and check out his channel. It's actually very good. Leon Lush. And he posted a video of a girl which starts off on, it's obviously a TikTok clip which he's showing on his YouTube show. But this chick can't understand how people can expect her to wake up every morning at 8 o'clock, go to work till 5 o'clock, and do that for 5 days a week. Her words is, they must be mental. They must go and check themselves out. And that's the mentality these days. I mean, it's supposed to be a norm. You work hard to supply for your family. Nope. The attitude is switching, and that's scary. That is absolutely scary. People want to become influencers. If you ask kids these days, back in the day, you ask a kid, what do you want to become? He says he wants to become a doctor or veterinary surgeon or a fireman, policeman, nurse, lawyer, whatever. I think I said lawyer. But whatever. Engineer. Now, you actually start hearing things like, I want to become a YouTuber. I want to become a TikToker. I want to become a Twitcher. An influencer. That's what I want to be. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know. We just got to go with it. Let's quickly look at a few new things which is in the pipeline. Let's quickly check it out. All right. So last time we actually saw this little monkey nut from Smok, the Solus G-Box. Or was this the last thing we actually looked at? The Fury RTA by Raised Mods. I'm not sure. I think this little guy. All right. So then, next we've got a S1 pot kit by Joyway, whatever this guy's name is, by Joyway. There you go. I'll quickly show you pictures of it. Not going to discuss it. I'm not into pots. Pots suck ass balls. For a hobbyist, we use it on the out and out when we have to. But it will not be our go-tos. I actually got a fairly large cartridge. Sure, and it only takes 3 mils of juice. Joy. That's a bit bad. Well, one thing which I also saw, this morning when I woke up, I saw ST Vapes. They posted their latest show. And if you guys are into boxer mods, I actually saw Mike Vapes show the new 21700 boxer mod. It's been made a lot more compact than the other one. Remember, I've almost got the other one. The other one was here. You guys know it, man. But for all the people that are new, we are the. It's not that. That's. I don't know. It's somewhere. No. There you go. There you go. This guy with my X Pro on top. Let's quickly show you the number. There. That guy. This is a Boxer 21700, which is over there. Now it's probably 1.5 centimeters shorter than what this one is. So yeah, it's actually very nice and compact. That's why I say, if you are into boxer mods, then that is something which you can go and have a look at though. It is on Boxer's site. What's it? Ginger? Ginger is the guy's name. But yeah, go and check that out. That's there. But this is prime number S1 mod kit from Joyway. Okay, you can go and check that out if you're interested. Here's a Play Mini pot kit by a company called Moti. There you go. Play Mini pot kit, 650 milliamp battery, fast charging. So hopefully it's a 3 amp charging. But if it's a small battery, like 2 amp charging, it's also going to be fast charging. I reckon aluminum alloy. Air activator is responsible for ignition. Air activator, which probably means it's auto draw. 12 watts of power. Full charge, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 2 milliliters of juice. Yeah, that's small, young. That's small. Charging current 0.5 amps. I can't believe that a 0.5 amp charge current is going to charge, even if a 650 milliamp hour battery is not that big. I don't think it's going to charge within 30 minutes if it's flat. Yeah, that's a bit optimistic, I think, but I've been wrong in the past. So there you go. That is the Moti, the mini pod by Moti, whatever. Okay, number next. The double-headed X-Pot kit by Moti. Yes, some Moti, some are going wild now. They some are turned into smock, releasing everything. The X-Go pot kit, 10 watt. Here, amper sê ek hierdie ding met niks in nie. Let's just put this guy over here. The juices I'm vaping inside my stuff today is, I've only got 2 juices which I'm vaping currently. Both of these MTL devices, the Chroma, the Chroma 217 from Inokin with the Berserker or the intake. And this guy, both of them is caramel cigar. I'm just vaping caramel cigar at the moment. That's all. And then in my Aegis Legend, which I took with me on the grade 12 camp, which kept me busy in the evenings, pastime, with some blimey inside of it. Still the Arbiter 2. I still haven't heard anything new from the Arbiter 2, by the way, from the new Arbiter, the 28mm, which is supposed to be released. Regarding that other secret RTA from Mike Vapes, we all still think it's going to be the single coil. We think it's a 95% chance that it's going to be a single coil blaze for those people that missed last week's show. But in any case, yeah, you can look at this thing. Not a big fan of these round devices. 0.35, yeah, the current is going down. No, man, am I crazy? It's most standard 1 amp charging or 2 amp charging or 3 amp charging fast. Am I right in saying 0.35 is very slow, is very weak? Sure. At least this guy's got a 4 milliliter. But yeah, a little pugsy guy, little pugsy. A 4 milliliter, that's nice. That's a plus for this guy. But yeah, 400 milliamp battery. Short little monkey nut, almost 7 centimeters. Not even 7 centimeters. Okay, then we got the SX Mini. He has actually released this guy. Various operating modes, 1000 built-in 1000 milliamp battery. Universal device, given a tall 4-sided body, color palette assembled from 7 versions, minimalistic narrow display, 510 drip tip standard. Okay, it almost looks like a borrow. Portable mod is controlled by the SS503J multifunctional board with a monochrome interface, 5 to 30 watts. It's got something called a pure mode, which provides protection against sticking. Minimum resistance 0.15, okay, it's fair and well. Also 4 milliliters of juice, not too bad. 1 amp charging, yeah, I was right. So 1 amp charging, 2 amp charging, no, I was right. But yeah, it's interesting. This genuine looks like a borrowed tank. But obviously it won't be. Yeah, it won't be. Okay, number next. And then we've got this. Second last one. Linvo's Touch 6000 disposable kit. Here, this thing you only touch to vape it. The disposable subsystem received a small ergonomic body made of lightweight heat-resistant polymers. Almost the entire surface of the device was covered. Blah, 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 blah. 500 Type C, 1.2, 5 or 2%. Interesting, normally it's 5 or 3%. 5 or 2%. Ja, maar is een magdom van die klein bliksempies. Each copy is own color. So yeah, I don't know if they've got the flavor profiles written on them. It does look like so, yeah. There's a watermelon. I hear a watermelon ice. I already see ice over there. So yes, different flavors. 500 milliamp, 13 mils of juice. So use it once, cannot refill it, and you have to toss it. No thank you. And then you've got here a little something new. Something new. Not really a new innovative design, but yeah, at least it's got some different features than the normal ones we know. 5 to 60 watt device, so it'll probably have an 18650 battery on the inside. Printed on a 3D printer from high quality PA12 nylon. Alright, you can actually see that it's printed. A steel landing place with a depth of 20, probably a width of 29 millimeters, or depth. Could be depth. From the top of the mod, provided with a standard 510 connector. I don't know if they mean that this is 3 centimeters. I doubt. No. Okay, we'll see there. An external 18350 battery. Yo. However, it's possible to install an additional section to work with an 18500 format. Geez, like it. Why would you make a device that's not compatible with the 18650? These people. So I don't foresee a lot of people purchasing this little guy as well. Not much bigger fan of this. If this is the battery door, not a big fan of that. At the top maybe. Yeah. Nah, that's the battery door. What the hell would this thing be? Any case, that is that. There's nothing otherwise which is new, which I could find. So yeah, let's quickly check out the chat. Maybe you oaks have got some interesting things which is said. Let's go and check it out. The world has gone crazy. That's where I was last time. The vet Gates, do you have a spot on your backyard for me? I'm a great gardener and cook. Okay, spot on backyard. No, take your WhatsApp. We have wind turbines too. Useless when there is no wind. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Did you see the amount of coal that we are exporting since the Ukraine cannot supply due to the war? Kilometers of coal trucks queuing to go into Richards Bay Harbour. Well, there's where most of our coal is going. The world has gone crazy. It's actually strange that we are providing Ukraine. I mean, we were supposed to be chummies with Russia. If Mr. Putin finds out what we are doing, the ANC is going to get a slap on their fingers. Because we must saw how close those guys are with the Russian royals. So yeah, Nancy mense, goeienaand, Dani Jonker. Nice to see you actually made it over there. Yeah, they're going to become drop the stream. Drop the stream. Yeah, that's fine. It's going to do that probably. What website is this, Mr. Kaiser? What website you talking about? Which one? The one which I actually used to show you things. Good self, Mr. Gates. Like the button, please, everyone. Yeah, all 10 of you, like the button. Do it. Do it. It would be good. So otherwise, guys, no, I can tell you the weekend was actually very nice. The kids enjoyed it a lot. I can actually post you the link to the photos, but I doubt you would be interested in seeing the matric photos of the matric spirit building camp. I also made a nice video, but I can't show you the video because I'm going to get a copyright strike for the music which I actually used. That was just for the kids, which I did that. And yeah, otherwise today was actually great. Most of the classes actually sang for me. Most of the classes remembered. And after school, we had a meeting which sucked a bit there, but at least it was not that long. And then me and my wife and my son and my daughter and her boyfriend and my brother, we came together at a place called the Olive Bistro in Durbanville. Because on the way back, when we came back with the bus, one of the head boys was sitting next to me on the bus. And we passed this place, which is close to the school. And we looked down, I said, yo, this place is nice and busy. And then he said, if you like a chili popper, then this is the place to go. It's apparently very good. My wife enjoys chili poppers, so I decided. She asked me, what did I want for birthday? I said, that's what I want for birthday. I want to go and eat at this specific place, to go and test it out. So we actually went there, met up at 3 o'clock. I had some of the tentacles, almost like these little octopuses. Octopuses, what do you call these things? Little sea kaikis. The tentacles, this one was deep fried in some other batter, but given with a little chili sauce or peri-peri saucy. Actually very nice. But I must say I prefer those of Ocean Basket, those grilled or deep fried or whatever. They're nicer. But I ordered that, and I ordered a very interesting pita with biltong and feta and olive oil on it. Little pita, it was those crusty, not a pizza, just a pita. My wife ordered interesting burgers and things. So yeah, no, it was great. Ended off with a Don Pedro. So now I had a very good day. I had a very, very nice day, for sure. And then tomorrow night, grade 12 parent evening, Friday, the whole day, athletics. You've got athletics at school. So yeah, if you're looking for a camera, guys, I can now tell you straight up, if you're looking for a good DSLR camera, because I like DSLR, that Nikon D7100 is beautiful pictures. Gives you, I just quickly want to show you, well, I think I've got it on my desktop. I just want to quickly check. Maybe I can just show you one of the pictures. Or did I actually remove it from my desktop? Just to give you an idea of what kind of photos this thing takes. Now remember, I've got no photography. Nothing like that. I just want to see if I can find the folder quickly. I'm trying to have a look over here. That's grade 11 day. No, I think I uploaded everything to my cloud space, and then I deleted it from my PC because now it's backed up on the cloud space. So that's over there. Let me just quickly go and check there. But I just want to show you the quality of the photo. It's just one photo. Bear with me, man. Have a heart. Talk to one another. Get to know one another. Don't be like that. Don't always be arseholes. Here and now, open Netflix. Why do I open Netflix? Okay, I just want to get one photo. Okay, there you go. My Mega Cloud Space account, which is very nice. You get 50 gigs for free. Ain't that sweet? I can recommend this for everyone. I know there's a Google Drive, but I think Google Drive only gives you, what, 15 gigs or something like that? Here you get, and this is a very nice website. Beautiful website. Okay, let's just get over there. Matric Comp. Open up there. See if these photos open up. Okay. Hier maar is mooi foto's, beautiful photos. I want to try and show you a photo of me. Because it's obviously, I can show, okay, no. Yeah, let's just download this little guy. Okay, let's download him. And another one. Just show you some random pics. And so I'm going to show you this one as well. Okay. Alrighty. I'll put up them there. Then you can just see what this bloody camera can do without you having to finagle this and finagle that and do all kind of settings. You just put it on something and Bob's your uncle. So let's just quickly get to those little photos which I quickly downloaded and then gooi it inside. Obviously they're fairly big. Are these the two photos? Okay. I think it's these two. Okay, cut them and put them in my slideshow folder. There you go. Cut. Desktop. Show pics. You guys don't have anything to do in any case. Don't go and moan on that side. I can somehow hear some of you guys moaning now. What you doing? I'm going to show you some nice pics, man. Okay. Paste. And now I'm just going to import them quickly to the... Okay, the one picture is going to be of just one of the grade 12s. He had a birthday that specific day. So I just thought, well, let's take a nice photo of him so you can show his mother and remember the day. But just to show you these two pictures quickly. And that's what a Nikon D7100 can do. Okay. Let's transition there. Okay, that's what I showed you. Now you can't. Okay, let me just quickly enlarge this thing and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Then you tell me if this is not good quality. If you say this is not good quality, you are talking absolute rubbish. Look at that. Look at that. It's so nice. Okay, let me show you the other one. There's two of my friendlier grade 12s. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Great photos. Great photos, man, I tell you. So don't come here with, it's not a good camera. It is a great camera. With minimalistic adjustments to get beautiful photos. Alright, kom ons kyk wat gaan hier aan. The Red Gates, hello dames, meneer Jonker, goed self, Mr. Gates, like button everyone, yes the new units website. I can post that website for you, but it's a Russian website. Love my D3100 Nikon, takes very good photos, everything I take with my iPhone. And make no mistake, iPhones take beautiful photos, but not as good as this. Not as good as this, but they are fairly close, I gotta say. They take very much nice photos. I actually told my grade 12s the other day, I said, no, you know, also the problem with the behavior of people these days, where Michael said the world is going crazy, is the fact that except that the element of fear has been removed, the element of humiliation has also basically been removed, because you can't afford to try and humiliate people anymore, because they might take you to court. And these days they've got support in high places, so you'd be basically screwed. But I don't know if I ever told you what happened while I did my first year military service. Now, I was in an infantry camp, for you guys who know South Africa, no, Oudtshoorn. That's what I did. I did junior leaders, was the course which I did, because I wanted to become an officer. I wanted to become ranked. Which I did, by the way, at the end. But I will never forget the day where all the companies, all the platoons of the various companies actually had to line up on the parade, which is a huge open piece of ground in the military base in Oudtshoorn. But obviously you're not allowed to look around. You gotta just stand there to attention and look ahead of you. And the only thing which I saw, because we were facing front, is the big officer, which is a colonel at that time, of the base. So the highest ranked officer and the highest ranked onderofficier. Okay? What's an onderofficier in English? Which is the sergeant major, onderofficier. But those two guys, so the colonel of the company, the military base, and the sergeant major, they were standing in front with their ceremonial gear, and each one of them had a sword. One sword next to them on either side. Okay? And all we hear is little steps coming from the back, because it's gravel. So you hear the guy walk. And then you see this oak walking with a side, and you turn your little eye. You don't turn your head. You don't dare turn your head. And you just take your little eyes to the side. And you see this lieutenant walking past us towards the front. And when that guy got to the front, he saluted these two guys. He saluted the colonel. But they didn't salute him back. And all they did is, when this guy stood to attention in front of them, they took their knives and then ripped off his, what do they call these things over here? Where the rank is slid into. But they ripped it off, and then they slid off the rank of this guy. And then they dismissed themselves, while this oak is standing there all on his own, rankless. And then obviously all the other platoon corporals or platoon leaders, they dismissed the rest of all the platoons, and the companies dispersed, and this oak was standing there all on his own. So that kind of message sits here. And that kind of message teaches you a value which is so important in life. But the people don't get the opportunity to witness these things anymore, to go through these things anymore, to learn. And that's my big problem. That's why the world is in the state it is, man. So yeah, price of an iPhone compared to the iPhones are way more expensive than the Nikons. By the way, I didn't get this Nikon of mine in South Africa. I always wanted it, but in South Africa, I actually had to fork out 16,000 Rand if I wanted one, which was way out of my league. And then I went on to eBay Canada and I actually bid on one over there. And I was in communication with a guy and he advertised it as great. He was so transparent. The photos which he posted gave you a very good idea of exactly what you're purchasing and the quality of what you're purchasing. So I had no problem bidding on it, and I actually won the bid, and I managed to get it for 8,000 Rand. So I was very happy with that, and getting it to South Africa cost me nothing because my brother-in-law stays over there. So when he came to visit, he brought it over, and Bob's your uncle, Hunky Dory. So I'm still happy, and that's many a year ago, and it's still working absolutely great up until this point. Touch wood, obviously, but yeah, I bought 2 compatible batteries additionally to it though, which I haven't had the necessity to use. So I'm hunky dory. Okay, Oaks, if there's anything else that you want to say, you've got time now to post it inside chat. Forever hold thy peace. But I'm done. I said what I wanted to say. There's nothing more which I can think of which I wanted to say. Yaku's new juice we mentioned. The new Boxer 21700 compact we mentioned. Showed you a couple of new things from the Russian website. Told you that my birthday was lekker. I'm going to enjoy an oat cluster now quickly. And that's that. Still, if you want to vape some MTL, get yourself caramel cigar from Ronaldo. It's boss, absolutely boss. I think mine did the bottle, see. Yeah, see there. I'm getting a bit worried now. This little bottle is below half already. Aye. So yeah. So soon, Ronaldo, I will be contacting you for a bit more than these things. Every time I want to take a photo, the camera is at home. In Landsberg, wanneer kry almal in chat hulle koek? Wat's 'n koek? Jy het mos 'n girlfriend. David Gates. Lekker man, lekker. Sleep well. I must go and start my generator. Ja, nee. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for joining this Wednesday evening. We should be able to have no issues next Wednesday. As I said, if the time slot allows, it will be 7 o'clock. Otherwise, unfortunately, 8 o'clock. What cluster? Kyk, daar net alweer later join. I said my wife spoiled me with these. These are called oats clusters. Yummy. So even if you're getting a bit of sweet, you're also getting a bit of roughage, which is not that bad because roughage in your diet is extremely important. Listen to this biology teacher, because it delays the absorption of sugars into your bloodstream. Roughage. My tip to you for this week. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Enjoy your weekend. I haven't received anything new. I've still actually got one of the new things which I haven't opened, which I can give to one of you oaks. This guy. I still got one of these numbers. So yeah, any of you oaks are interested in these guys, totally sealed still. This is what I still got. And my wife was using it for a half a day and then stopped and went back to the Ox Bar X-Slim. So I can't really tell you how it is. I personally did not vape on the other sample, but this is a sample over there, you see it. But that's that. So okay, Oaks, have a lekker weekend as well. Stay safe. And watch the other drivers, ne? Don't be ridiculous now. And thank you for the people that actually joined up as members. I do appreciate it. It's nice. And I think I actually did change. I updated my members list, by the way, on the extra. So, Oaks, have a good one. I'll catch you again. Cheers, eh?